Hi everybody, thanks for clicking Treats TV with Chan, and I'm your host Chan. So I'm placing pins, pillows are in place. I'm trying to wind down, get the mind settled. I'm trying to find my woosah and I can't, y'all. And I'm trying to figure out why. Am I angry? Not I. This is Treats TV for the sweets, right? So what about me says angry? Volunteers people of frustration, pain, being tired of being in pain and ignorance. I hear myself being told, well, don't be angry. And I said, what about me, while in tears, says that I'm angry? And I had to explain that I'm not angry, I am frustrated. So when I see the New York Times writer describe Shonda Rhimes as the angry black woman, the bells went off. What about our people? And I'm going to say our because there are brown-skinned people also who are labeled a lot of things along the lines of angry. But African-American men often and for long times have been called angry. The African-American woman has often, especially if she is a boss, unapologetic, strong, resilient, persistent, intelligent. Look, that by now I got to be on number 7, right? And so many more things accomplished, definitive in her answers, has to be labeled angry. I can't find an interview of Shonda Rhimes being angry. I start to dig in her shows. And I can't just say her shows in the sense of like, she wrote on them, she created them, she has a production company, and many people may not know who I'm speaking of. You don't know who Shonda Rhimes is, right? How I beg to differ, if you don't know who she is, you know of her shows. And I'm going to give you a few examples of them as soon as I find them. I'm going to pull them up. Because I had to even do a little bit of homework, like, what am I missing? What about her says angry? So a couple of her shows, here, let me go back. As an example were, let me see, off the top. Gilded Lily, Inside the Box, A Corazón Abierto, I guess that means an open heart. Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice, everyone's favorite, though I haven't seen it yet, Scandal, and now a show that I will definitely be watching because I want to see where this is coming from, How to Get Away with Murder. And oh, what a show that is. But people, I still keep digging. What says angry black woman about this lady? So I knock out the other shows because all I see is relationships, complex relationships, resilience of people's lives and romance and love and all of this other stuff, but I didn't see angry. So now I look at Scandal's character and I try to catch up on, some of the things that could probably be perceived. And again, I see a woman in position, a woman who has a Caucasian president's heart over his accepted pick of a wife. A woman who has her own conflicts going on but seems to still get her job done and triumph over her personal issues. Is unapologetic. Again, here we go with that. And effective in her position. Maybe that comes across as angry. Now you look at How to Get Away with Murder, and she described Viola Davis as not your classically, not a classical beauty in the way of Kerry Washington, or even that as a matter of Halle Berry. Really? Because I've been African American all my life, and I did not see Viola Davis in any other way besides beautiful. But far be it from me to know anything of my people perception of another angry black woman or whatever. We don't know how we are perceived to America until it all starts to make sense. Look at the last two characters who are married or in an affair with Caucasian men, established, unapologetic, taking no excuses, getting the job done, and maybe America doesn't know us in that matter. Maybe America is only used to seeing maybe America or some other persuasion and women only know us with the head movement, big woman, secretary sitting behind the desk, wigs who are snappy and take no shorts and read you in a hot moment, and it is all the rage of America right now and so cute. But how no, it is not who we typically are. We are no longer Florence, who is telling him, sucker. And it's not making sense that these people can actually exist, because there is an African American Jackie O in the White House, and she's a phenomenon. They don't really exist. They can't be that beautiful, that slender, intelligent, poised, graceful, and so forth. She's one in a million. Because all the other ones that they know appear a certain way with leopard hair and leopard clothes to match. That underneath all of the other overtones or whatever it is, that there has to be the angry black woman. So Shonda Rhimes is plaguing my brain because I saw nothing after digging in not a public speaking, an interview, none of her shows did I see anything that said snappy, unintelligent, tacky, or any other negative connotation of the African American woman. So I said, maybe she took her moment to thrust herself into the spotlight, people. But oh, what a thrust. I'm sorry, maybe a flop that she did. Because ABC has employed and made many an African American woman wealthy. And I would dare to say more viewers than the New York Times would probably have. And then it made sense. Who exactly is angry? As I watched Viola Davis, the described not your typical beauty, take her makeup off on national television in front of all those who did not feel she was beautiful, dare I say even pretty. She bared it all. Now here we go with another African American woman of dignity who has bared her soul, has a co-star that is Caucasian and himself not so appealing. And she rips off everything in pursuit of her craft. And here is Shonda Rhimes and the writers again saying, here is the African American woman that we know who is beautiful and regal and of dark skin, she had the nerve to write in her article, with no makeup, delving deeper than most other persuasions would dare do, because they will not go to the laundromat without their hairpins or their lashes. And she showed you what dull, nappy, askew hair looks like, and she still performed her craft. My dear New York Times writer. And that was what an angry black woman truly looks like, when there is no pretense and she can show you exactly who she is and make no apologies about it. I think I have found what the problem was. And again, I think for me it was frustration. So my people, newcomers, new watchers, and old, and other persuasions, please look very clearly. Choose your words carefully, especially when describing or generalizing a people, but definitely a black woman. Know what you're looking at. So for everybody else, before you get ready to walk out there on that stage that is the world, don't forget to smile, because everybody's watching. And I'll see you next week.